out at one of the houses here that we look after. Um, and I just kind of wanted to show you one of the services that we provide to some of our customers. We provide a cottage care service that we can help take care of our customers' needs on their vacation homes or second homes. Um, Basically, we can help look after the home when nobody's around. So we can come out here monthly, weekly, whatever you need. We can help look over your home, check windows, check the roof, just make sure everything's in place. One of the things we do for customers is we also can plow driveways upon request. Whatever people need, we can be your boots on the ground to help with that. We always like to record um, our our tour by video, and we take pictures, and we send a what we call a job log to our customers, so that way they know what's going on. And on this particular job, I tend to let the dog walk on in there as we're driving in because it's off in the middle of nowhere here. So we're getting back here by the house, and one of the first things we're going to check out is just the exterior. Um, we're going to be looking for any tree branches down on the roof, any signs of water infiltration, ice problems, whatever there might be. We're going to check doors, we're going to check windows, more or less making sure that everything's exactly the same as when we left it. Another thing we're doing here at this job today is we're going to set up a device on the inside that helps us monitor the temperature and the humidity inside the home. Um, we've had this home winterized, so all the pipes have been filled with antifreeze, all the water's been blown out, and we're ready to turn the heat off on this house. Okay, so first thing we like to do on a home check is just kind of look around. Do we see any evidence of people, anything that's happened around here that maybe shouldn't be, which don't see anything. Then we also go through and check all windows and doors, like to look up top of the roof for any potential problems, which at this home, um, don't see anything from a distance. Windows look good on this side of the house. Oh, we get quite a bit of ice coming off of the heat pump, so that's a little interesting. Um, Looks like it's coming out of a condensate drain there. I might ask the heating guys next season to help us control that a little bit more so we don't end up with it against the house here. Not that that's a problem now, but I can see how in the future it could be there. So I think we'll improve upon that drainage right there so the water goes away from the home. Which we shouldn't see any more water this year because we're going to turn that heat off, but I'd prefer if that were not there. All windows good on this side. I like to check the doors too when we're doing this. We just confirm that everything's locked like there should be. We check this as we're leaving too, but okay, so in we come here. In we come into the house, and our goal here is just to kind of look over, make sure all the systems are where they should be. So in this particular house, we're here to do a couple of things today. We're going to turn the heat off completely. The home's already been winterized, but we want to turn the heat off today because it's not built to be a full-time residence. So during the coldest months here, we're just going to shut the heat down and let everything go cold, and then we'll turn it back on when we get into the shoulder season. So it'll be ready for the owners to utilize. We've got just two furnaces in here. We've got a mini split down here and a mini split down here. We actually put these in here for moisture management reasons. Um, in the past, when it was being winterized, it was causing some condensation, which had led to some moisture issues inside the house. So this is our idea to help fight those issues, is keep a little bit of heat to the home in the shoulder seasons. So we're trying to continually improve. But what I'm checking today is making sure that both of the units are functioning, which they are, and it's set at the temperature we have intended for it to be set at. So everything's looking good with that. And I'm actually going to go ahead and turn those off. And then the other thing that we need to do when we do this is, because we're turning those off, we're going to get rid of these dehumidifiers that we have running in here. So I'm going to take those off the counter, and we're just going to put a little bit of antifreeze down the drain to ensure that those traps don't freeze. Everything else has been winterized, so the pipes were blown out and antifreeze put in any of the plumbing traps. So what we're going to set up in this house, this is a unit that I found online, and we've been using in a lot of the homes that we look after. It's an Xsense. It's a smart thermometer and hygrometer with a base station. What this is going to allow us to do is remotely monitor both the temperature and the humidity. We're being extra careful in this house because we did have some moisture issues that we just dealt with this year when we were doing a renovation. So we're being extra careful and trying to put every system in place to be able to ensure we don't have these issues again. This is a pretty slick setup that we've used. Very inexpensive. I think it was around $40 on Amazon. And it comes with 3 sensors and a base station. This base station, what it does is it talks to these sensors and it will send it off to the web service. So we have an app that we can monitor what the temperatures are. We can set alerts if the humidity or the temperature gets outside of the ranges that we set. So it's just really a nice way that if you're not going to be at the house, we can monitor it. So we're going to get that set up for these customers. What I usually do is find a central location for the base station. Um, and then I set that. These seem to have a pretty good range. I've honestly never found a house that they won't go all over. Okay, so
Wi-Fi connected.
it's connecting now. Going through the process here. It'll probably ask if we want to update. So we'll go through this exercise and then we'll have to pair these with the base station. So we're set up now, and I don't know if you can see this, but in the south bath, and these will take a little bit of time to get more accurate, but it's showing our current temperature, which is 49.6, and our humidity, which is 32%. Um, in the living room, we have 50.7 and a relative humidity of 32.8. And in the master bedroom, we have 51 and that. So what's really cool is over time, you're going to end up with a graph that we can actually see the history. We can set alerts. So all of this can be monitored remotely, which is really, really handy when you've got a home that you're not at. You can also have, multiple homes with different ones. We have some customers that might have a couple of these in a couple different places, and you can monitor the battery percentage and its signal strength, which these really go a long way. So um, we even have one house that we monitor that has a boathouse, and this is disconnected from the house and a fair distance away, and we're able to monitor the temperature and the humidity in that structure as well. Um, so this is just something we like to do on any house that we're helping to look over, because it really gives good insight and a sense of security in the fact that we know when something's going wrong, which is important. All right. Um, And we are done here now. So everything looks good at this house, and we should be set until our next visit next month. The only thing we have left to do is put the key back in its hiding place, and I'm not going to show you that. So, um, this is how we check on our homes when we're doing cottage care. This is a service that we provide to our customers if they're interested.